Hello Cancer, this is your weekly reading for November 11th through November 18th. Let's get started. All right, Cancer, if you are in a relationship, the Ten of Swords in reverse says that your relationship, here's the Ten of Swords. It says that your relationship is coming back from falling apart. Maybe your relationship has not been the greatest within the last couple of weeks. I know I did your reading from last week. It just says that you may be feeling like you've been going through a negative cycle. Maybe they're still feeling like that is still happening going into this week, but it's saying that your relationship could have potentially just fallen apart, has hit rock bottom. You guys have been through a lot of things. Now, the Two of Swords right here, the Two of Swords, says there is an important decision that you need to be made in your relationship so it could move forward. The Four of Wands is saying that you need to work on the roots of the relationship so that you and your partner can re-find happiness in the relationship. You need to go back and work on that foundation that was built in that relationship, all right? Also, the Lover's card says that you and your partner have a very strong, possibly a spiritual bond between each other. This can also indicate that there is a soulmate connection between you and your partner. It also indicates that you guys will rekindle that flame between you and your partner, and you will rekindle the relationship and start working on it and growing it stronger. Now, if you are not married, the Four of Wands talks about that it could be an indicator that you may seek marriage later on down the road for your relationship. It'll be heading towards the marriage area. Maybe your partner will, maybe you will get engaged. Maybe it is this week, but I definitely am going to say there are some things that you need to work on before the marriage, but there is marriage heading towards that way into the marriage area for you in the relationship area, Cancer. Now, if you are single, you, especially with this Four of Wands, this is an indicator that you are just enjoying the single life. You're enjoying yourself, all right? You may find yourself, though, with this Two of Swords. Why am I saying Two of Wands? Two of Swords, that you may be finding yourself having to choose between potentially two different people. Being that you are single, Cancer. Now, the decision may be very easy because you may find yourself more connected to the one person out of those two. The connection may be bonded stronger than the other connection that you have. It'll be a soulmate connection that you will have with one of the two people. It'll be a connection that most couples dream about having. You will have that connection with one of those two people. All right, let's move on to the finance area, Cancer. You definitely got some things going on in the financial area. Where do we want to start at? The Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands. Is it the Four of Wands or the the Two of Swords? No, the Four of Wands tells us that you may, here we go, with the, like I said, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. This may be telling me that you have gotten over the worst part of your financial imbalance, all right? I know that you've been going through a lot of imbalance, Cancer. But they're telling you that you've gotten past the worst. You've hit rock bottom at some point in time in these last couple of weeks. You may have lost a job that may have put you in a financial rut, may have thrown you totally off balance in the financial department. And it may have put you in financial situations, but they're saying that you have to make some tough decisions at this time. If you're still feeling like you're still going through some financial imbalance or some financial problems, you may have to downsize. Maybe not have the car that you once had. Maybe you have to downsize your apartment or where you live. But they're saying that you have to make some sacrifices so you can regain that stability, Cancer. But you must be honest with yourself. Because if you're in denial, you're going to keep remaining. Once again, I'm going to go back to the last video, through that negative cycle. You will still remain being financially imbalanced. So we have to be honest with ourselves if we are going through this situation, Cancer, all right? I definitely want to state that there may be a friend, family member, or a lover that may step in and help you financially. They may be helping you right now financially. And this is a great time. Now, if you do have somebody that has stepped in, regardless if they have or have not, this is a great time to seek out financial opportunities to help bring more money your way, Cancer. All right. Now, if you are a business owner, the Ten of Swords here in reverse, the Ten of Swords here says that the business potentially has collapsed. You may be trying to rebuild the business, pick it back up, and potentially it's maybe coming back to life. Now, with the Lovers card here too, and this card could talk about that you potentially have brought in a partnership. You may have changed the business over to a partnership. It could be with an investor. Maybe you brought in an investor in to help the business. All right. But with that being said, I definitely see possibly bringing in a partner. Now, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be somebody of that nature. Now, remember, if it is somebody that is a lover, remember, mixing love and business is not a great decision, but this is totally on you, Cancer. Just keep that in mind. But I definitely want to say that it could be you're trying to bring another partner in to regain the balance in the financial department of the business. Maybe it is to help with expenses and rebuild the business. But maybe you're needing to downsize the business. Make some sacrifices in the business because you just don't have the finances to keep expanding at this time. So if you don't have the finances to expand, you could be downsizing and taking a loss on certain things, but still growing the business. All right. That's what I am picking up for you, Cancer, for this week. But if that's the case, we need to focus on regaining our stability and our stability in the financial department. Maybe it is basically working on the relationship that has fallen apart. There's a lot of things that you need to focus on rebuilding in your life. Relationships and finance are the two things that you have to rebuild and regain that balance. All right, Cancer, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, comment below, let me know how you feel about this reading. I will catch you guys on my next reading. I wish you love and light. I'm off of here.